Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for waking up with Bunny. I've got my coffee. I've already drank my water. And I'm ready to dig into the interweb and find out what is going on in the world this morning. So, I hope that you are pulling up a chair so we can dig in together. Maybe you're like running on the treadmill while we're waking up together. Maybe you're having your morning coffee. Maybe you're, I don't know, out riding your bike. Maybe you're sitting on your couch, but I'm excited that you are here and that we can wake up together. This is my first cup of coffee this morning, and I am ready to take on this Friday. It's going to be a great day. Let's see. What is going on in the world? Oh my. Think of crazy girls, of a girl's crazy like a fire. When they're younger, it's a campfire, dangerous but small and manageable and entertaining. Oh man, older women's crazy is like that fire with pallets, gas cans, and drums of explosives thrown on it, out of control and dangerous to bystanders. That's accurate. Good morning, Baron. Older women want to take you down and blow everything up in the vicinity. If you upset, and I'm not saying it's like justifiable, but if you upset an older woman, I have friends, well, I have acquaintances who will use the phrase, he knows I'll burn this shit down if he fucks up. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. And every time I've heard that sort of phrase come out of a woman, I know that she is not a woman that I need to be close to, because she will do that same thing to girls. It's not just a guy thing. Girls will turn on each other as well. And very few of the younger women are bitter enough and angry enough to have that kind of behavior when they're younger. So the younger girls are still a little bit pliable. Even if they had kind of a rough upbringing, even if they didn't have a great leader dad, they can still be managed to a greater extent than the older woman who's old and set in her ways and has been doing it like this and doesn't give a fuck, or whatever the case may be. So keep this. This is a great tweet. I mean, I'm biased, but this is a great tweet. Whew, that's rough. Chaotic drunk videos. These are always a lot of fun for me. Let's see what's happening here.
Quick.
Pass on.
No, pass on.
Quick, let's go. Is that a light? Is that a light?
Yes, very well. Go on.
Hey, look at all right. Yeah. There's nothing there.
There's a lot to unpack here. Number one, this is a great example of why women live longer. Gosh. Number two, whose idea was this? This is ridiculous. Number three, why is that guy's first response to like dry hump this man's head? Oh, okay. Let's back it up a second. So, yeah. Okay, so Eric says, no wonder, because we're talking about girls and drama and burning shit down and getting bitter and old. No wonder Leo dumps all of his models when they turn 25. He'd rather date them than while they're malleable. Baron, excellent example. Yeah. I've heard, I just like the aesthetic of old time gaslit labels. Wait, oh, Amber Heard, great example of this. Great example. Although I have a feeling that she was a little bit cray cray even when she was younger. Whew. Man, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with older women and just being old and bitter. Do you think men face a stigma when dealing with mental health issues? Fuck yes. 1000%. 1000%. Because men are expected to be these strong leaders. They're expected to be, stoic and steadfast. Women are expected to be emotional roller coasters, unhinged at times, unpredictable at times, a mystery, while men are expected to be steadfast and staid. Men are, I think, not allowed to have mental health issues, whether they're long term or just dealing with an overwhelming stress of the time. No, I do not think that men get a fair shake in genuine mental health concerns at all. The mob doesn't want to be swayed, it wants to be fed. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. That's pretty funny. Got 70 whole tweets here to catch up on. My goodness. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Ooh, that's pretty good. You need a signature move. There was a Playboy in my building who always gave his girls a bottle of chilled water on their way out the door in the morning. Always a different girl in the elevator at 5 a.m. wearing dress shoes, in her hand a bottle of water. That is a solid move. Everybody needs their things that they do that work. A plus B equals C. Or you have the entire 2-week run up. So, the Build Your Dating System that Fort Worth wrote is all about this. It's all about making sure that you have the most success by figuring out what works and repeating it over and over and over again with however big a variety of girls that you want to be dating. So if you have a system in place that works, don't change it. Don't mess with it. If you're having success with women running the system that you are right now, don't change it. Have signature moves. That's where that comes from. It's just by having habits that fall in line with this system that you've built, and it consistently works. It consistently works. And honestly, next morning, girls who you've taken home, they need a bottle of water. It's it's the real deal. We're dehydrated. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's see. You can't make a woman fall in love with you. All you can do is pull her hair, bite her neck, tie her hands, suck her tits, slap her ass, fuck her mouth, make her beg, come on her face, call her your whore, and hope for the best. That's a pretty solid list, I'd say. I mean, that's a pretty solid list. You can't do all that from the very first date necessarily, unless she's pretty damaged, but it's a solid list that you can start to incorporate. It's all about calibration. And I think, hold on. Hold on, let me think about this. I think that this is one of the biggest problems that men and women alike, but mainly men in the dating sphere have trouble with, is calibration when you're first seeing a new girl, or you're first adding a new girl, or like to your rotation, or you're first dating a new girl. Even if you are dating one girl, then dating another girl, then you're more of a serial monogamist. It's okay. That's for a certain kind of people. But you have to calibrate. You have to take baby steps forward so as not to scare her off. Because if you want to get, you could get all the way through this list with a girl if that's of interest to you, but you can't do it all on the first night. You know what I mean? So you have to start with, we'll just start at the top here with hair pulling. If you think it's fucking hot to pull her hair while you're riding her, awesome. She probably does too. But on the very first night, if you grab the whole, ponytail of her hair and just rail on her, that might not go over real well. So you could start by gently tugging her hair just a little bit, and not for long. And in a couple of months, you could be pulling her hair from the back and jamming your cock into her so hard that you think it's just going to pop right off, and just having the time of your life. But you can't start with this whole list. You have to calibrate. Baby steps. Oh, this is good. This is one of those underrated tweets that guys have no concept of. When girls are of the mindset, or that clock is starting to tick, and they are starting to crave the foundation of marriage and babies and houses, they will go to great lengths, and they will be hornier than ever. This is true even with, even if not to, like, in a marriage, or to tie you down, or to go to the next level, or to be committed to one another. This is also true of just their hormonal cycles, that just like we talk about all the time, it's so much about a girl's readiness to fuck you is so indicative of timing, and not necessarily anything that you are or are not doing. Now, you can maximize your results. You can set yourself up for failure, or for success, by being consistent and having a plan and following that plan that works with multiple women. But in the end, she's going to say yes or no. She's going to move forward or not. And a lot will depend on where she is hormonally, where she is in her breakups, where she is in her missing her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, where she is in wishing she had another baby, wherever she is in her ovulation cycle, in her hormonal cycle, and in her dating and relationship cycle that she'll never share with you. All of this has nothing to do with anything that you do. So it's all about timing. And this is a solid tweet. My ovulation horniness has taken me to places I wouldn't even go with a gun. Man, that's good. That is solid. Why am I saying this, seeing the same things over and over again? Yes, they do, Richard. Yes, they do. Guys ask the dumbest shit on Reddit. Starbucks in extreme locations. Thrilling. Not gonna lie, I got a little emotional. I don't know what that is. Oh my. Oh. Okay.
Powerful like you did out there?
Pretend.
Fake it?
Yeah.
Until we make it?
I mean, why not? It's either that or cry myself to sleep. Who wants to do that?
What do you do on those days that you don't feel that confident or fearless or powerful like you did out there?
Pretend.
Fake it?
Yeah.
Until we make it?
I mean, why not? It's either that or cry myself to sleep. Who wants to do that?
What do you do on those days that you don't feel that confident or
Man, guys, I've shared video after video, picture after picture of the powerful, the powerful transformation of the power of makeup. It's just the real deal. But no one's looking at this woman in this video with all of that makeup on her face and thinking that that's what she looks like normal, like without makeup. The great thing is that if you really hate makeup, if it's a turn off, if it feels fake and cakey and gross, you can tell the girls who are wearing a ton of makeup and who is not. I mean, there are lots of great ways that girls can take the effort to kind of fake, we call it no makeup, and it's essentially makeup meant to look like we're not really wearing a lot. But that's only going to cover so much. If a girl is wearing an extreme amount of makeup to a point where it's a turnoff to you, you will be able to tell, and you just won't engage with her. So, guys get all up in arms and all butthurt in this neighborhood about women wearing makeup of really any amount. But I've done an entire email recently. If you're on my email list, if you're on the Bunny Report list, you got the email. I've done post after post about women's different levels of makeup, and that sometimes they actually wear it the way it's supposed to be worn, and that is to beautify the natural, qualities that she has, the positive things that she has, and to try to minimize some of the negative. But it's still her face, and it's still right there. So if you absolutely hate makeup, you're not going to look at the girl who is so like extremely made up.
Pretend.
Like you're not looking at this girl because clearly she has a lot on. But guys, man, you guys get mad about makeup. Whew. I like that shirt. I don't like that they're showing it to me when it was literally 116 degrees here yesterday, and it's disgusting. Donald Trump builds the very first Apple computer in his parents' garage. There's no telling what he's doing in that. I don't know why I have raccoons on my feed, but I guess it's a cleansing from all the anger. All right, let's talk about this. Ladies, good men are at the gym at 5 a.m., not closing out the clubs at 2 a.m. But many of you don't want to have that conversation. I would say, I think Tim Hicks is, I'm going to say roughly my age. He may be like late 30s. I would say for our age group, that's a lot more true than not. But there are a lot of good men who are still closing the clubs at 2 a.m. and still in the gym at 5 a.m. in their 20s. And that hits both. So this is all relative to Tim's age and stage of life. Absolutely, true. Guys who can get up at 5 a.m., the bottom line is if they can get up at 5 a.m. and go work out, they have their shit together. Nobody is a shit show if they are waking up regularly, consistently, over a long amount of time, that they're waking up at 5 a.m. working out, that they don't have their shit together. And I'd say that's true for males and females alike. Can anyone tell me? I'm a German girl, but I don't speak. Can anyone tell me if this is actually accurate? German cannot be a real fucking language. Birth control pills, anti-baby pilling. That's just funny. That's just funny. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm single because I intimidate men. Nah. Women who say this are single because no one can stand them for long. That is 1000% accurate. I mean, girls would love to believe, and Fort Worth and I have a gym girlfriend, a gym acquaintance who's a girl. That's what I was trying to go for there. Who genuinely thinks that the reason she doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband for that matter is because she's so intimidating and she's so powerful and she's so strong in her beliefs. No, it's because she's hard to be around. It's because she's not a pleasant person. It's because she starts railing on topics that are extremely masculine. It's not intimidating. It's annoying. There's a big difference, so you have to calibrate this kind of stuff. If you see something, and girls will even put this something about intimidating men, like on Facebook or on a dating app, like it's not intimidation, honey. It's that you're a cunt. You're just not fun to be around. All right. We've got people chiming in. Let's see. Baron, what are you saying? Mm-hmm. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Intimidating women are like nice men. They're completely missing the point. Yes. All right, Eric, what do you got? Any woman who believes that being strong and independent is the best thing they can be are ironically masculine. Are ironically masculine men and women, yeah, and unbearable to be around. 1000%. I cracked up the other day. So I had I had a maintenance guy coming to my townhouse to, I don't know, fix something, to maintain something. And he's this sweet little old man, and he looks around and he says, I know that you're a strong, independent woman, but if you ever need any help with anything, please call me, and, I will come and help you. And I told Fort Worth, it was all I could do not to be like, I'm not strong and independent. I'm not strong. Like, even him saying that, I was just like, that's not me. That's not me. I do not claim that. I do not claim that. Oh my gosh. It was just like, no, don't put that on me. Don't put that label on me. That's a pretty solid tweet and some great insights. Great insights. Oh my. Is that what you wanted to wake up to this morning? I don't blame you. Oh, guys, all this stuff about UPS drivers, some of the happiest yet most broken-bodied men and women. I've actually had some clients who were female UPS drivers for their career, but some of the most richest but broken down people that I've ever known have been UPS drivers. UPS specifically. I guess FedEx doesn't run their people completely as ragged. I guess because they don't do as much freight kind of things. But man, they've got all the toys. They've got the boats. They've got a house full of kids. They've got a good house. They've got, the jet skis. They've got all of the things that kind of make life more fun as far as the toys go because they've got the money, but they don't ever have the time to spend it. This is the epitome of the job that you make a lot of money, but you don't have time or body to spend it. These guys end up with ruined backs, ruined knees, ruined hips. It is hard to see an older UPS driver that's been at it for a lifetime not be completely decrepit. Okay, let's back up. Let's see. It's funny you bring that up, Bunny, because women just don't like to be labeled. Hell no, no one does. Yeah, good point. Exactly. Yes, let's talk about this. Similarly, you don't want to be around a feminized man. They're so pussyfied that you just want to reek of their weakness and inability to take charge of their own lives. Absolutely. And men and women alike can pick this out. If you're picking this out about a man that you see, you can guarantee that women are seeing the same thing, and it's making everyone sick. 1000%. That's pretty good. Okay, let's talk about this. That's why I don't compliment her looks or will just outright insult her. All I do is compliment or criticize her character. That's pretty good. You just like we talk about, you don't compliment if she sends you a sexy selfie, you don't compliment her body. You look fucking fantastic. I can't wait to rail you. You say, my God, that room is a mess. Why did you clean it up? Or I love those, whatever, like that piece of furniture in the background. Whatever the case may be, you either tease or you compliment something in the picture that's not her. Same with what Eric is saying. You don't fall all over her to compliment her physically if you're new in a relationship, especially. Now, if she's the mother of your children, if you've been married for 35 years, if she comes out looking stunning in a dress and all dolled up because you guys are going out for a date, you better fucking compliment her. That is a shit move to be like, oh, my mom died with those shoes on. Like, that's weird. But from the beginning of the relationship, you have to knock this girl off of her pedestal. Girls are complimented all day, every day, no matter how they look, no matter what their weight is. We are not invisible to anyone unless we are aging middle to up and aging hard. People literally will stop in aisles, move out of the way, and apologize for being there for an attractive woman. And this is true at every age and stage. So understand that we are getting complimented 24/7. If you are really interested in a girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see. Let's see what Barron said. I would say to round down with compliments, less is more. Absolutely. Less is more in attraction across the board. I think it's hilarious we're having this attraction conversation while the UPS picture's still up, but it all fits. It all fits. For example, UPS drivers can attract girls with their stacks of cash, but they can't do anything because their bodies are broken. I hate it. But they always seem happy. What in the hell? What is wrong with people? Some of these accounts that are like these fake trad women accounts that are teaching you how to do stuff and cook and clean and organize, they're just weird. They don't make any sense. Heaven forbid you just do it normally. Okay, let's talk about this for a moment, please. It says, men, do you find physically fit women attractive? And then the photo is of a really pretty masculine woman. This isn't an example of a fit woman. This is an example of a woman who's clearly training for something, who has extremely masculine tendencies. This is what irritates, as a fit girl, as a lifetime fitness human being. Exactly, Baron. Thank you. He says that is not physically fit. So what irks me whenever in the neighborhood, when pictures are put up and be like, how would you open? Or do you like girls with six packs? Or, you know, do you like physically fit women? But then they show a woman who essentially has the musculature of a man. They've gone to an extreme that is masculine and defeminizing. No, I mean, yes, there is a certain echelon that this is attractive to. No problem with that. They are probably 4 times the size, as heavily, more heavily muscled, jacked, tanned, all of it. They have a type. This girl's clit is probably the size of a small penis. I mean, honestly, this is what we're dealing with right here. But I hate whenever guys are like, hey, let's see what physically fit girls look like. And then it's the most unfeminine example you could possibly give. So stop doing that. Stop doing that. My goodness. We talked all the way through our time. How did we do that? If you're not already on my email list, I would love it if you would join. I would genuinely appreciate it so much. If you have not signed up already, please do. So if you will go to myplayboysbunny.gumroad.com/bunny report, you can check out that email list. If you want my latest book, What Women Really Want, it is awesome. And if you need anything from me, a great starting point is to check out my website, myplayboysbunny.com. If you go to the men's page, you will see, and this is kind of crunched because of the way I have it laid out, virtual consults, DFW consults. Well, I guess talking about this and trying to show you it while not actually having it pulled up is a stupid idea, isn't it? There we go. Let's try this. Let's look at this. Play around, navigate the website, virtual consults. If you're in the area, live consults, and if you want to submit a question for Q&A for any of our live shows, please do so by clicking Submit Q&A. Also, a whole list of my products, my latest library, if you will, and all of the good things I offer, from my Fuck series to just kind of dealing with women sexually, for better or for worse, how to attract, how to maintain, how to get over, cheap dates that don't feel cheap. Eric's going on a cheap date today. He's going on a hiking date. That is awesome. And some good stuff from Fort Worth as well. So you can check out all of these things at myplayboysbunny.com, and I hope that you will. Whew. Thank you so much for being here today. We went a little bit longer than usual, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I hope that you will go lift heavy things, have some hot sex, and be productive. Go win your day and know that you warmed up with Bunny and are ready to roll. Thank you so much for being here today. Bye.